Hello guys, my name is Solomon Elua and this is my learning activity assignment which speaks about my personal values. I'll start by defining what I see as personal values. I think my personal values are, I would call them the bedrock of my personality. I would call them what drives the person I am off and off work. This is how I my viewpoint about life, my viewpoint about people, my viewpoint about everything that combines or forms my existence in terms of knowledge, age, and relationships. So I think the first thing I'll do is to list four core values that I think I hold in high importance. And I think the first one is respect. I'm from a cultural background in West Africa, and the way I was brought up with values. One of the things I think still stuck with me was respect. And when I look at how I have been able to bring the value of respect into professionalism, when I immigrated to Canada, the first thing I realized was it's a diverse place, and if I have no respect for myself, how do I see the value in respecting the diversity in the environment where I find myself? I think I respect different values, different ethnicity, different sexuality, different genders, different ages, and because I was raised that way, I it helps me as a professional to actually see every relationship as a learning point for myself. That's one value. The second value I would speak about is kindness. And kindness is a very large range because I think kindness starts from oneself. So I was raised to be kind to myself, and the only way you can give kindness is to be kind to yourself. I understand that there are times when things would not go according to my expectations. I would not beat myself so hard about it. I would learn my lesson. I'll be kind enough to see the lessons from there. And this value helps my professional relationship, especially with colleagues, because we're from different school of thought, and then we get employed, or even if it's school colleagues or work colleagues, I come and I realize that what I know might not be what someone else's know. Kindness is that trait that helps me respect the opinion of someone, even if it doesn't make sense to me, because always see a difference in opinion as a learning point, as an avenue to learn something new. The third value I'll speak about is integrity, and integrity is I should have made it the top of the list because I think integrity is just basically saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And there's a saying where I'm from that goes thus: it's a good name is better than silver and gold. If you are known, if your integrity speaks for you, I think a lot of things would actually come in attribution because as a professional, one of the things that people need to have, you need to have is integrity, and because integrity begets trust. Trust is a function of when people know that this is what you mean, and you act based on what you say. You are not two-faced, you're not diplomatic in your response or your relationships. You're just who you are. You keep to your words, you admit when you're wrong, and you are it's easy to actually form relationship when people know that they can hold you of positive integrity. So integrity is a very high value to me. And I think the final one, which is not the least of them, is love. Love is taking care of yourself. Love is also comes from within. Love is respect. Love is kindness. Love is also integrity. And these four values, when I compare them with the CASW code of ethics, I just realized that it speaks about the same thing, because when we look at it from the lens of professionalism, there's the importance of human relationship. If there's no respect, you really can't form human relationship. There's also competence, where if your integrity speaks for you, they would actually trust your competency. There's the need for social justice. There's also the CSW value of dignity and worth of person. These are things that I came to realize that you need to actually, you can't it's not something you imbibe, it's something that becomes a part of you. It's something that's your culture. It's something that you become. It's not something you just go to work, do, and then get off. It's a part of you. And I was glad that when I became when I got into the social workspace, I realized that this is something that it's easy for me to actually have empathy, because I like to see myself, I like to see everyone as an avenue to learn. I like to see people as another opportunity to actually learn something new. So in my work with clients, even though they might assume as a social work practitioner I probably have all the answers, I do not actually put it power dynamic to shift on the worker side. I always like to make the power dynamic very balanced, because it gives me an avenue to actually learn about people. If I'm working with someone whose cultural background is not very familiar with me, if I do not actually place that power dynamic to respect or be sensitive to know that this is not a culture I am familiar with, I will not open myself to learn from it. And with each experience I get, I just believe that it had helped me as a professional to know so much about the diversity in the environment where I live in. My background influences my core values, the way I was raised, my family, my friends, my drive. These are the factors that actually influence my values. I think a question that I would want to pose to my colleagues would be, are there times when your personal values actually come in conflict with, I would say, professional mandates or organizational mandates, if I may put it that way? So let's say, for example, I was working at an agency where the policy sometimes contradicts the things I believe in. Because these policies were sacrosanct, these policies were kind of written in stone, sometimes it conflicts with the way I would love to help people. It mitigates the show of empathy, because things are just written in stone. I'm sorry, I would have loved to help you, but this is what the policy says. So I have had that as a struggle in the first couple of years as a social work practitioner. And the question is, does anyone also experience something like this? And I'll be open to hearing instances where people have actually experienced those conflicts in terms of personal value and organizational mandates. So this is all I have to share for my learning activities on personal values, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And please leave a comment, leave a response. Thank you so much for listening.